Prologue, the daughter of two worlds. The Nile winds like a green serpent through the heart of Egypt, breathing life into golden dust. Along its banks stands Alexandria, a city of marble and mathematics, where Egyptian incense mingles with Greek philosophy, and the gods of two civilizations share the same sky. In this meeting place of worlds, Cleopatra VII Philopator is born in 69 BC, the last daughter of a dynasty founded by Ptolemy I, one of Alexander the Great's generals. Her bloodline is Greek, but her soul Egyptian. She grows among scrolls and scholars, learning languages as other children learn games. It is said she could speak 9 tongues: Greek, Hebrew, Aramaic, even the native Egyptian, a language her royal ancestors had long disdained. While others are raised to rule, Cleopatra is raised to endure. Adadai, the desert and the crown. The palace whispers with intrigue when her father, Ptolemy XIII, dies. Cleopatra, at 17, ascends the throne beside her 10-year-old brother Ptolemy III, her co-ruler and husband by custom. But the true power lies in the fists of his advisors, men who see in the young queen a threat they cannot control. Before long, she is overthrown. Driven from her own city, Cleopatra flees into the eastern desert. Her once silken robes are torn, her companions few, but her spirit remains unbroken. Under the burning sky, she gathers mercenaries and gold. Her enemies call her vain, her people call her divine. She calls herself Isis reborn. In the distance, another power approaches, the Eagle of Rome. Act 2, The Emperor and the Queen, 51 BC, Alexandria. The Roman general Julius Caesar arrives, weary from civil war. He comes to claim debts and secure order, but Egypt is chaos. And in its chaos, Cleopatra sees opportunity. That night, she enters Caesar's presence hidden in a carpet. When it unrolls before him, she emerges, radiant, composed, utterly unafraid. The gamble is audacious, the gesture unforgettable. She speaks not as a supplicant, but as an equal. She talks of Egypt's future, of Rome's hunger, of destiny written in the stars. Caesar, hardened by decades of conquest, finds himself disarmed not by beauty but by brilliance. They become allies and lovers. Together they defeat Ptolemy III at the Battle of the Nile. The boy king drowns in the river he tried to use for escape. Cleopatra reclaims her throne, draped in gold and victory. Beside her stands Caesar, the most powerful man in the world. Act 3, The Dream of Empires. In her palace overlooking the sea, Cleopatra bears Caesar's son, Ptolemy XIII, called Caesarion. She believes at last that Egypt's future might be secured not through submission, but through alliance. She sails to Rome with her child, arriving in a blaze of spectacle. Her barge glitters like the sunrise. Her headdress shimmers with lapis and gold. The Roman people stare, half in awe, half in scorn. Caesar builds a statue of her in the Temple of Venus, an act of reverence that borders on heresy. But Rome is a nest of knives. On the Ides of March 44 BC, Caesar falls beneath the blades of his own senators. Blood stains the floor of the Senate. And with it, Cleopatra's dreams of unity die. Fearing for her life and her sons, she returns to Egypt. She will never see Rome again. Arcpure, the lion, and the lotus. In the ashes of Caesar's death rises another Roman triumvirate: Mark Antony, Octavian, and Lepidus. Antony, bold and reckless, summons Cleopatra to answer for her loyalty to Caesar. She sails to meet him, her ship a floating temple of wealth and perfume. Silver oars dip into the river, purple sails billow like dawn. When she arrives, Antony is undone. He finds not a queen to interrogate, but a legend to worship. Their love is instant, their bond intoxicating. Together they feast, hunt, and rule. She bears him 3 children and names them kings and queens of far lands. They call themselves the sun and the moon. But in Rome, Octavian watches him and waits. He spreads word that Antony has been bewitched, that the queen of Egypt has stolen his Roman soul. The stage is set for war. Act V, The Battle for the World, 31 BC. The Battle of Actium. Roman ships meet Egyptian sails beneath a burning sky. Cleopatra commands her fleet beside Antony. The wind's thick with fire and smoke, but betrayal spreads like poison. Roman deserters, shifting tides, broken lines. As defeat looms, Cleopatra orders retreat. Her ships flee south, Antony follows, and love stronger than reason. Behind them, the dream of empire burns. Back in Alexandria, surrounded by Octavian's advancing legions, the lovers make their final stand. Antony, hearing false rumors of Cleopatra's death, falls on his own sword. Bleeding, he is carried to her. He dies in her arms, whispering her name as his last prayer. Cleopatra, the last pharaoh of Egypt, prepares for her own end. Epilogue. The last dawn. Octavian demands her surrender, her humiliation, her presence in his triumphal parade through Rome. But Cleopatra will not walk in chains. In her mausoleum, she dons her royal robes one final time. Gold collar, white linen, crown of serpents. She takes a small basket of figs, within it a hidden asp, symbol of Egypt's ancient power, deliverer of swift death. She brings it to her arm. A moment's pain, then silence. When Octavian's soldiers find her, she sits upon her golden throne, serene, her face untouched by fear. Around her, the scent of lotus fills the air. Thus ends the line of the Ptolemies. Thus ends the age of pharaohs. But Cleopatra's story does not die. It slips between history and myth, whispered by poets, painted by conquerors, remembered by those who see in her not a temptress, but a sovereign who dared to command her own fate. Fade out, she was not conquered by Rome. She was claimed by eternity.